Last time on Lawful Stupid, you guys are out in the middle of a farm. You can see off in the distance the house. It won't take you too long to get there. And you'll see a lady at the back door of the house.
We have this thing that we need to be sent off for testing to ensure that it doesn't damage your farm or other farms around.
Yes, this needs to go to the Luminae Institute. It's a live specimen, so it's also very dangerous. It's called Gloomthorn.
He looks at this package and takes it so fast as possible, I assume.
Yes, as fast and as carefully as possible.
Yeah, the rooster crows, and this will be your 4th short rest, so you'll be up to full in the morning.
We gotta get, what's the name of the Emerald Forest? Yeah, we gotta get there soonish. Thanks for everything again.
As you go off back onto the road, it becomes less and less maintained the more you get closer to the forest, the more the evening comes around. But overall, it's a quiet watch. Off in the distance, you'll hear like a pop and a snap and a crackle. Why don't we just add that too? And perhaps the fall of a tree. About 12-ish minutes later, you hear another snap, crackle, and a pop, and a fall of a tree.
Axel, you're learned. What would be rooting around in the dark and dropping entire trees, like 6 of them?
If we're lucky, it's a giant. If we're unlucky, it's an owl.
No, it's not just a tree falling. It's a rhythmic. Every 10 minutes or so, it happens.
Titania, fly out there.
She goes flying out, and she gets around to that 100-foot mark, and you get the vibe of, like, I don't see anything yet. And then you'll hear the snap, the crackle, and then the pop again.
I do not like that.
It's not pleasant, but at least it's over there. That's my favorite thing about it, is that it's over there.
But we have to go over there tomorrow.
Hopefully while it's asleep.
It's asleep?
Another day is here, and you're ready for it. What to wear? Check. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner? Check. Planning for what's next and how to save for it? That's where Bank of America can help. For your financial to-dos, Bank of America has experts ready to help get you closer to your goals. Get started at one of our local financial centers or 24/7 in our mobile banking app. Find a location near you at bankofamerica.com/talktous. What would you like the power to do? Mobile banking requires downloading the app and is only available for select devices. Message and data rates may apply. Bank of America NA, member FDIC.
Yeah, there's a snap, crackle, and the pop. And you hear it, Balfour and Axel, off in the distance. And I believe you were waiting for Titania to come back?
What do you mean, until it's asleep?
Well, if it's awake during the night, then it's probably going to be asleep during the day when we go to the forest tomorrow.
The logic is sound, but still doesn't remove the fear that I am experiencing now.
Well, hopefully Titania can set your mind at ease when she returns and says that it's very far. It's at least 100 feet away from us, so...
All right. And he'll just take a deep breath and kind of just stand with hands touching in front of him and head bowed a little bit and just wait.
And you wait. And then you'll hear it again. The snap, the crackle, and then the pop. And about 5-ish minutes later, you'll get the ping, Axel. Just be like, it is a tree.
It's a You're saying the tree made other trees fall?
A tree is falling.
Was the tree walking?
It was getting up.
Well, come on back home, Titania. You did a very good job.
Motherfucker, it's two trees having sex.
Classic Abon.
Try not to laugh. You don't know. Titania will come back. And as she returns, you'll hear the snap, the crackle, and then the pop.
So trees are certainly falling. It may be another tree. It's causing some sort of int or living tree. Either way, it's over there. We're over here. You can probably go back to sleep. I'll let you know if it comes any closer.
Promise?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. And Balfour will go try to... I can't guarantee he'll get any restful sleep, but he will try.
Excellent. During your watch, very much on a pattern, you'll hear the snap, the crackle, and then the pop. Axel.
I'll just listen to see if it seems like it's coming towards us or away.
It does not seem any closer nor any further from where you guys are.
Works for me. And I'll continue my watch until the morning.
Cool beans. In the morning, the sun rises in the east. And there you are. Seems like Oshin kind of like stays down for most of the night, sleeping more like an 8-hour kind of creature. Yes, I do know he has a magic item, Devin, to help him with sleep, but he just seems down for most of the night.
Mac wakes up. Yeah, everyone's still here. That's a good sign. Those noises keep going through the night?
Yes, pretty much every 10 minutes or so until... When did it stop, Abon, or is it still going?
It's still going if you're listening for it.
Yeah, just every few minutes you hear it over there.
It's still happening? Okay.
Yes, all night.
All right. He starts putting on his armor, getting his gear together.
Hasn't moved any closer, but...
Yeah, well, we're about to move close to it, so...
We could maybe skirt it.
Oh no, heads up. There's something in there. We're looking for artifacts, things that go bump in the woods. That's right up our alley. It could be deforesters. I didn't think about that.
Oshin, do you know anything about this?
You'll see him like look out into the woods, kind of like stare out for a moment, try to listen in for what you're talking about, and eventually seems to catch on when it happened. I'll just be like, I'm unfamiliar, but it is wild magic out in the woods, and that's why it's so dangerous for most folk to travel out that direction.
Yeah, but we've got a god with us who eats magic, so I'm feeling pretty safe, honestly.
Now that we're closer, can you tell us maybe what we're looking for? Like precisely what they look. I know we're looking for 3 magical items, but precisely what they look like, so we'll know it if we see it.
Yeah, like a coin at a fountain, a ribbon of power, a pocket watch. Like, you got more than that?
Yes, give Abon a second to pull up the images so I know how to describe it.
Oh,
to
you're
you guys.
good. I was just listing them off, so...
Oh, very helpful. I appreciate it. I have a specific image in mind, and so like looking at it really helps.
No, you're good.
And specifically what they look like, the coin should be in a fountain. It's old. Back in the before the Divine Wars. It's got the traces of Fae on one side and mortals on other. Has a very old building and kind of like a leafy pattern, kind of elvish, you know. The Fae side looking more like our wings. The ribbon is kind of like a ocean sapphire blue. It's bright, kind of sparkles. It has like a flower pattern in it. And the pocket watch, it glitters on the front. It has ornate patterns. It kind of shimmers like moonstone, and it's opalescent, but it has reds and greens and blues in it. And when you open it up on the inside, it has the time, but it will also tell you the year and the seasons.
That was very helpful. Thank you.
I nod. I believe that is what they look like. So, it shouldn't be too hard, though, out in the woods. Going east is our best bet.
Well, then onwards to the east and the trees.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mac finishes packing up once everybody's ready.
Mac, you're
Forward into
the
the
trained
woods.
and seasoned warden. Do you want to take the lead?
Yeah, sure. Heads that direction. Mac is specifically leading us to the sound.
Yeah.
After hearing it several times last night, you kind of have an idea of where it is. It bounces with sound, but you get a general idea, right?
Yeah,
You
a
start
direction
going
at
off-
the very least.
Yeah. You start going off that direction, walking east, and around the 10, 11, 12 minute mark of when you're used to hearing it, it comes in so loud. But it doesn't seem like you're quite there yet, but you know it's just ahead of you, probably like another couple minutes. But through the trees, passively, you guys can see like a tree start to fall down. It's very faint, but like it's easy enough to see for you.
I think Mac pauses him by raising a hand. Turns around and whispers just quietly, but while communicating. We're close. I can just kind of see the trees falling. We have no idea what we're going to get into. We've got options. One. Actually, we have one option. Hey, Balfour, you're going first, my dude. You're big.
No, I'm not going first. We will wait and see what happens.
Right, you're a coward. I forgot. No, come on. Max starts heading forward. He forgot that he has the cowardly elephant friend.
I'll say, Mac, there's wisdom and patience.
Not in my line of work. He keeps walking.
Zips away.
If it gets up, you put it down. No, I'm just kidding. He does not yell that. He continues to walk. Yeah, I approach this mysterious noise.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow him cautiously.
Ahead of you, you get to where you kind of think it is, there's a fallen tree. And then probably within like 6 seconds, it happens so quickly. It'll be a pop, a crackle, and then a snap. And the tree's back up.
Like right in front of me? Like
see it raise up, or is it just
right
disappears
back up. Just
and back up?
raises up real quickly. Could I get perceptions from everybody?
Yeah.
All right.
Dirty 20.
21 for Mac.
Shoot, what was the last one I just rolled? I think I got a 16. Stand by. No, I got a 13.
Okay, with a 13 Balfour, things look like the woods. However, you're pretty sure if there was a fallen tree, like there should be like extra broken branches, the grass kind of like disheveled, other trees kind of like knocked over and moved out the way, but everything looks like how a forest should look, right? Like nothing too out of place. For my over 20 boys, as you study this scene, it's very quickly apparent that you're starting to see the tree snap. Like a little burst of wood kind of like come out. And there's, looks like, very hidden well next to that tree is a humanoid looking figure made of branches. Kind of as if hidden there, right? Well blended, kind of right next to it. And then there's the crackle of more things popping. And then the tree falling back down.
And then back up.
If you wait a while, well, in the pattern you've noticed, and you just watch from where you are and don't go anywhere.
I'll give it a moment. Give it a moment.
You wait
yeah,
your
100%.
your 10, 11, or 12 minutes, and almost in a blink, you'll see it come back up. But pop, crackle, and a snap. Very subtle, very quick. And it's back up, and that being back up where before it was kind of crushed underneath, maybe, perhaps.
So it's one tree continually falling.
Yeah. I'm going to approach this figure. Just pretty openly.
The tree's back up, and you go to approach, and very quickly you hear the snap. And you're trying to see what's going on there. And there's a figure there, kind of like standing in motion to like stop and brace the tree. And then there's the crackle. And a pop, and the tree starts to snap and fall back down.
But the other direction, away from that person?
It falls back the same way it came before.
Okay, which I've obviously
Like
not
onto
walked
the
under,
person.
because that would be stupid.
Yeah.
Onto the person.
Oh, onto that person?
Yeah, onto the person. It looks like a people shape. You can see it. It's very well hidden, right? Like made
Does
out
it
of
look like
twigs.
a squished person now? Is this man
when-
dead?
When you look at this tree, laying down on the ground, just looks like a whole bunch of twigs are on the ground.
You just got Wicked Witch of the West or something there.
No, I think he's
Or
a
he's
tree
for-
person. I think that's what it looks like when he gets
Yeah.
smashed.
Should be, yeah, a tree. Let's pull him out. Try to pull him out between snap, crackles, and pops.
Maybe we wait for him to be whole again.
I mean, Max is going to observe, like, because there was a person, now there's not a person. And he knows it's going to come back up.
There's a humanoid tree person on the ground beneath the tree, yes?
Well, now it's just a bunch of branches.
Fallen tree.
It looks like a bunch of
Yeah, now
branches.
it's a bunch of branches. Yeah.
So when it stands up, the tree, then it's next to the tree, being seen as a humanoid figure, right?
The other two can see it. It's very well concealed.
Yeah, you
The
can't see
Balfour-
it.
Okay.
Balfour.
Don't worry about a Balfour.
Balfour, when you
God.
if you
Found
get
some
closer
berries.
to it, you'll be able to see it if you get closer, Balfour. But until then, you're kind of like off in the woods.
Yeah, we know he ain't doing that.
Balfour gets closer.
Fuck you, Dwayne.
As close to Mac as he can get.
Hell yeah.
You'll
What's
Hell
going
again
on?
Feel his
You'll
breathing on
wait.
the back of your neck.
10, 11, 12 minutes. And then you'll hear the reverse happen quickly in a snap. And you... could you make a dex save for me?
The fuck?
Ooh.
Alright. Now it changed
Oompst.
positions. I'm pretty good at those, though, so.
It's
Fuck,
going
I
back
say
up.
that and get a natural 1. This is a 7, but.
Balfour 17.
Is this for everybody? I'm sorry.
Yeah, this is for everybody that has gone right next to that tree.
Oh, that's just me and Balfour.
I got it. Well, I was there. I was following your lead. I was close enough to see it. I rolled a 20. But I rolled a
Gotcha.
12 for my deck save.
Yeah, it was a 12, a natural 1, and what was it, Balfour?
17.
17. In that moment of pop, crackle, snap, I have to think about it. Very quickly, two of you, it's so fast in an instant, it's like you get pushed back to where you came from. And you feel your legs kind of going in reverse, back to where you were about 15, 20 feet away from that tree. Balfour, you feel like a push and a tug,
Yeah, you do.
but you end up still kind of like planted where you are, but you kind of feel like a little lurch in your being. But the tree is back up, and there's a being right there. You're close enough to see like how this mass of branches and sticks kind of like is standing right next to this tree, and then there begins the snap and the crackle,
Help him hold the tree, Balfour.
and then
And I'll just lean against
Pop.
it.
I guess make me a strength so you don't get crushed by a tree. Actually, no, that would be athletics, right?
Athletics to try to hold it up.
Yeah.
Strength saving throw to try not to get crushed. Depending on how the situation looks.
Strength, athletics to try and hold it up.
That's a 14.
Okay. You feel the weight of the tree on your being. And
Me, help.
she looks at you like, I cannot.
Just do it.
But you'll see her like reach her arms out very quickly to try and hold it, but like, you know those little arms aren't gonna do shit. But like,
I don't know how strong fairies are. I mean, I have a weak one here, a giant weak one, but you never know how strong.
but you feel this tree pushing on you, like you're gonna be struggling there. But
Well, I'm gonna move, like, you know, you can move to the side of it. It's obvious, like, I can't hold it. I'm just gonna.
you're gonna move to the side and get out of the way.
Drop it.
Well, that figure, I guess I'm confused about the figure. Is it standing next to the tree as it's making those pop, crackle, snap noises? Or it's in front of it where it gets fallen on?
Is getting fallen onto.
Can I, like, tackle that thing out of the way as I move out of the way?
I'm going to need you to make a sleight of hand so you can maybe try and grab this person as you're ducking away to save yourself. I imagine you're trying to get yourself out of the way so you don't get crushed by a tree.
Yeah, sleight of hand is 16.
While he holds it, can I run up and grab the guy? Like, I see him struggling to keep this tree up. Can I try to move the dude out of the way?
If you guys want to coordinate it, yeah.
Oh yeah, wombo combo.
Yeah, let's. I'll give you the help action if you want to take it with advantage.
Okay, so I'll try. Well, I got 16 on the first one. Let's try it again. Yeah, I'll take the first one. It's a 16. The second roll is a 1.
That was very helpful.
Yeah, you're able to pull this weird stick being out of the way. As the tree then loudly thunks behind you, barely getting crushed yourselves.
I'll get up and kind of dust myself off, pull some of the twigs out of my clothing.
I've got hands on this figure now. What do they look like?
It definitely looks humanoid. And very quickly you'll see that there's claw hands going on. And its face kind of seems made out of various pieces of bark to kind of make a foreboding looking mask. The eyes deep set, the mouth kind of jagged with the little broken bits of wood and bark. And you see this being, it looks at you and starts reaching out with claws towards you guys.
I will tear a page from my book and do the beginning of a firebolt where I summon a molten ball of fire in my hand, what?
Roll initiative.
Mac heads that direction. Do we shout at you? Is that what it was?
Yes.
For initiative? Yeah, max
yes,
13.
Oh, I missed that. It must have gone silent.
Axel is a 6 and Titania is a 5. Or did we just say we were going to do that on same initiative? I don't remember.
Same initiative order.
Got it.
That is correct.
I remembered that for when I have a pet. I said,
and then we're at initiative 6.
Balfour is a 3.
slow boys.
Ginge has automated the house, so I have to get up and get the light because I can't make it work. Okay. Balfour, I assume you're the closest?
No, I'm definitely the closest. I pulled him out.
Yeah, he's holding him.
Oh, yeah. You're then Axel.
I would also like to argue that I definitely pre-initiative have prepared the firebolt cantrip.
Yeah. You can argue that. What is the... I guess...
I would pre-initiative, I would have taken the prepare action to cast firebolt. So I would use my reaction on his initiative to firebolt him with disadvantage because I'm too close.
Okay. And I assume that's if this thing attacks? Because it's super attacking. It's super attacking.
I guess that by initiative.
Super attacking.
So I will roll an attack with my spell modifier twice because I have disadvantage. $11 to hit.
You are so close that the fire, you try to send it out, but it kind of explodes in your hands and doesn't really go anywhere. Hot. It's too hot. However, as this thing tries to take a swipe at you, Axel, it does not make contact. Its arms kind of like whoosh right past your floofy hair.
Yo.
Mac. You see this weird twig thing take a swipe at,
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that at all. So I'm gonna cross the distance since I'm not super far. I'm gonna get on one side of this thing and I'm gonna just start hacking it up. That's what the swords are for.
Not for shaving.
Right. First attack. It's gonna be an 18 to hit.
that will definitely hit.
Alright. Yeah, we'll see how tough this boy is. He's gonna take 8 piercing damage. Yeah. Cool beans. And then with my offhand.
Oh, don't worry about it, man. You go in and slice the guy up, and those twigs kind of like crumble beneath your blade.
Am I level 2 now?
No.
Does he become the stick man?
No. All
Take
the
his place?
sticks are now on the ground in front of you.
Oh.
Hold on. This thing's
Where's
gonna
the
pop
tree?
right back into place.
No, it's not. Firebolt.
Yeah.
Fucking attack me, bro. I'm having a bonfire. Can it come back from ashes, I wonder?
I don't know. Mac is preparing an action that if this thing fucking reforms, he's gonna bonk it real hard on the head just to try and like disable it.
Yeah. It's definitely turned to ashes. The three of you stand there with me kind of like looking at her hands and then looking at you guys. She's like not even enough time to like draw her little toothpick out just yet. Just kind of like a blink.
She left it in Balfour's other pocket.
Yeah. And you stand there over a bunch of twigs. Kind of has a humanoid shape, but also kind of not. You just gonna stand there?
So small.
The tree's fallen. This thing's here.
But does it go back up?
Are you gonna wait the 10, 11, 12 minutes?
And then I'm gonna bonk it real hard on the head.
Since I'm waiting 10 minutes, I'm gonna go ahead and cast Detect Magic as a ritual.
Mm-hmm. Because it'll be done at 11 minutes.
It'll be done in 10 minutes and 6 seconds. This is
Isn't it,
normal casting time plus 10 minutes. So the casting time is 1 action, so 6 seconds plus 10 minutes.
Okay, cool.
So if I cast a spell that has an hour-long casting time, it's 10 minutes plus an hour. But yeah, Detect Magic.
Cool. I'll need all of you being in this tree area to make a strength save.
Strength save, okay.
Wasn't that what I asked? No, it was a dex save, sorry. My bad.
Dex. Whew, I'm good at those.
Fuck! I'm better at those. 13.
11. For Balfour.
All of you get pushed back as the pop, crackle, snap happens and the tree comes back up. The pile of ashes still a pile of ashes.
All right. I think it's, we did it.
So there's no humanoid figure anymore?
It does not seem anywhere.
It's an Ashenoid figure now.
It's an Ashenoid figure. You'll see
Why don't-
Oishin from the side kind of like rub his chin, and as the colors of magic start to come into view, Axel, it's kind of a wild ride out here in the forest.
Yeah.
You'll see colors and globs of all sorts of schools of magic out here. You got your conjuration, you got your necromancy, you got your evocation, abjurations, transmutation, divination, enchantment, and illusion. As well as, you know what, I don't think chronoturgy is one, but you know what, that should be a school of magic for time shit. But that shit also exists, and you'll see that
I think
outlined
it is
to this
extra
bubble.
content. I think I think it's critical role content specifically.
Well, I'm taking it.
It's yours now.
I'm taking it.
There's chime shit afoot.
Got it.
And you'll see it kind of like in a bubble shape, a lot more concentrated in this bed here, in front of you, from where you've been pushed out. But it's everywhere around you. It's like globs of it kind of just hanging out.
Yeah.
Kind of little bubbles, and kind of like you imagine slime goops of magic kind of just floating here and there and everywhere.
Got it. It appears to be locked in some sort of time loop. I can see the outline of it. This area, it seems to be resetting every 10 minutes. So, but it looks like it can't do too much.
So we just keep moving on then, yes?
Yes, I think it's just a side effect of the wild magic. I don't know. I don't think it's what we're looking for.
Side effect from the divine wars.
Do you say so? Max shrugs and starts walking east.
I'm going to continue my concentration on detect magic just so that I can avoid anybody walking headfirst into a gloop of necromancy.
Gloop.
I mean, fair. Your gloops and globs kind of look more like bubble shape. They're kind of small, but it's just kind of naturally in the air.
Got it.
As a learned man, you could maybe guess it's wild magic out here, and that's why it does this. But you guys move on.
We do?
Yeah. It sounded like you guys were moving on.
No, yeah, 100%. Heading east.
Yeah, and I'll send Titania to scout 100 feet. Looking for a fountain.
Sounds good.
That's the only one I think you'd be able to see from the sky.
Yeah, just a bet. Could you roll me perceptions while you're out in the woods?
Oh, I'd love to.
I would love to.
Uh, 24.
A 10.
It's a 19 for Balfour.
Axel, it's the woods. You're more concerned about the vibes and feeling of magic out here. You don't want to accidentally step in a gloop of time magic. You don't want to get stuck in a gloop of necromancy. That doesn't sound like a great time.
Bad time.
Yeah. So you're just keeping your eyes out and the vibes out for the various schools that are hanging about, and you can kind of see, like, while you still have it up for, I think it's 10 minutes for detect magic.
10 minutes, yeah.
Oh wait, no, we did a thing. We talked about it in the group chat where it was kind of like an extension of time based on the type of magic you were casting. Remember?
Oh right.
Oh yeah. I don't know if it should impact concentration times, but yeah, whatever you're into.
I don't quite remember all details to that rule, so I'll write it down somewhere better next time. But for now, you kind of like will have it up for like, I guess, an hour-ish.
Cool.
Because it's meant to like see the area around you for about 10 minutes. So in the extended version of our play, it kind of makes more sense.
Okay.
It's here and there. Like there are patches where there's kind of like the normal magic of the world, and then there's patches where it's concentrated, but it's like nothing seems too big and problematic in front of you as you do your walk. And eventually it will fade away as you guys roll into afternoon travel. And Mac and Balfour, it's the woods. Balfour, maybe you're a little more accustomed to the nature sounds of woods, right? The birds, the deer, the rabbits that usually are out and about. Maybe a few crazy looking creatures, but you'll be able to like point out a mouse here and there, and occasionally there's one that looks bright ass blue, or there's a green one that kind of blends in with a leaf. Whereas Mac, you'll see these things. Obviously, sometimes there are wild looking birds up in the trees where their feathers look like they kind of blend in with the leaves, as if trying to hide, and some of them are brightly colored where they stand out more towards the top. Off in the distance, you'll see deer that are lilac purple with little spots on them, or even small boar kind of thing. Nothing that seems too much of a problem in your area. Just kind of like off minding their own business. And you guys will get to evening. Not too much on your road of travel. A few things of magic here and there, but nothing wildly out of place.
So as it gets closer to evening, what I would like to hunt for food.
Yeah, sure. I believe it is survival.
That would make sense to me. So, hold on. Just try to fucking stop D&D Beyond. It's like, listen, here's all these things that have happened. That's an 11. Solid 11.
With an 11, it's kind of hard out here. Trying to get a hold of a deer is not as easy. They seem to be very skittish and will run away at the slightest bit of noise, or the birds will skitter real fast. The things that probably easiest to you out here would be like little rabbits and squirrels, and you can get at least one or two decently sized ones.
Yeah, 100%.
I would I'll do foraging. I don't know that he eats meat. I don't think he eats meat, so I think he's gonna try to forage for something.
Doesn't drink,
less
doesn't
gamey.
eat. What the fuck?
What did you do about that lamb stew? Did you pick the lamb out?
I didn't eat it. My body's a temple, and I won't be ruined with meat or
just
beer.
licked off the mashed potatoes.
I licked the meat, but I didn't eat it. That's what I
Yeah,
did.
you can go
Just
and
the
forage.
juices. Okay.
Survival.
It's a weird line to
foraging.
draw.
I put myself right in the holes. It's a 19.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, I get advantage. Let me see if I get some on it. Nah, 19's good.
19. You go and forage for things. The forest seems aplenty.
Good.
You got your nuts. You got a few berries here and there.
Dwayne's face. It's not you.
Yeah, I
Dwayne.
know.
I didn't even do anything.
You did this
Jeez.
exactly.
You did, dude.
You were looking away, and
We
then you
all
said,
saw you do
we
it.
all saw it.
It's fine. It's funny.
And
Is it enough for like a meal for my crew?
oh yeah, for sure.
That's what
You'll be able to get
yeah.
root vegetables too.
I love fucking tubers! Sun chokes, baby!
But, you guys can settle down for a meal this evening. And Oishin will kind of look at the lot of you as you go about your business, meal prepping and whatnot. He'll bring a few slices of bread out from his bag. More travel friendly, but it's what he can offer. And you guys can put together something. And he'll look at the lot of you, be like, I have something to show you, since, I have some worries if it doesn't all turn out well, and, put things into place just in case,
In case of what?
What if I don't make it? I'd rather do this now while I am still able. And if it works out fine, then it'll be fine, right?
You'll be fine, right?
All we can do is hope. But I have no guarantees.
Say your piece, friend.
Well, it's more for Mac than anything, but he'll go into his bag and he'll pull out a little tiny orb. And you'll see it catching your little campsite firelight, and it kind of looks like a bubble. It's delicate, it's glass, and it seems to swirl with different colors. And as it kind of settles from being moved, it kind of looks like it snows or glitters a scene where it's kind of like a tree and some grasses. And imagine kind of smaller than a baseball, but bigger than a golf ball, kind of in that range. Does anybody understand Sylvan?
Ooh,
I'll have
I
to
think
check.
I do. I do.
Hold on.
I do not.
I do not.
Balfour. You'll hear Oi say it, but a rough translation of lights be with you in Sylvan. And very quickly, a scene kind of takes up a radius around you, and beyond that radius, you guys can kind of see your surroundings, but it seems to be an illusion of sorts. And you'll see a tree kind of sprout out from the middle, the overlay on top of kind of like a fire. An overlay on top of your fire, but it's there, and it's a sparkly tree, and it seems to be like a picture of a very younger looking Oishin, about your size, wings out and about, with a elven woman. And she seems to be kind of laughing. You can't hear anything, but they're definitely talking to each other. Her hair, bright white color, and her eyes, deep green. And the scene kind of plays out in front of you, and you'll see the two of them kind of dance around and then go to the tree and kind of do the heart and some letters in there. But you'll hear Oishin kind of talk as this is happening. This is a memory orb. This is what it last was, but I plan to change it for Mac here, so that if something happens, right, you'll be able to show it to the Duke, to the wardens, if need be. I just need to overlay the memory.
Sure, and your plan is to, your dying breath, have that memory put into this orb?
I would do it now. That way, if anything happens, you have something prepared for you.
Sure, let's do this.
As Abon trying to remember the rules of how it resets, but he'll say some words in Sylvan again, and you'll hear at Balfour what he's saying, and basically meaning to change the lights is what the word is, as the memory kind of like starts to play out, and it seems to be kind of like in a 30-foot diameter, the scene in front of you guys. It's dark, there's stones everywhere. You see Oishin kind of like hold on to this ball, like both his hands clasped over, and the magic trying to like take form. And it's not a pretty sight. It's you see various people fighting various skeletons. You see an Oishin who's back to back with a younger-ish looking Mac. Maybe some of the fur not as white in some places.
Yeah.
There's still some there, but like it's smaller area of white.
Yeah.
He doesn't have the scar over his eye yet.
I believe that's where you got the scar, right, Mac?
And scar over his eye, does he?
Your character portrait does on D&D Beyond, but I'm just talking shit.
Oh,
I was like, I don't
he
remember.
doesn't have one. He has a chipped ear from that event.
He's wearing glasses now to show that time has passed.
Yeah, the chipped ear is not there yet. And you'll see like Oishin very quickly try to tap Mac before he starts bolting the other direction. As you see like the vision kind of try to narrow in on something far in distance, and very quickly it's have you ever gotten motion sick? You guys are all sitting on your places, like on the various branches, on the ground, on your backpack, wherever you are, and the scene starts to move, but you're not moving, so there's a motion sickness kind of like feeling.
Yeah, a disjoint.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
As the scene starts to like skip little bits, like to move further and further from Mac. There's one look, maybe about halfway back to him, before again forward, and then you guys see kind of like in a cavernous space below, rocky and jointed and dark, and there's a rattling of bones on the ground as it starts to like dance and jump. And the air, even though it's a memory, still feels thick with a feeling to it as it forms and starts to like try to like stick together. You see the magic trying to clump like a necromancy and undead. There's like a glaze over everything where it feels unfamiliar to, I think, Balfour and Mac. But Axel, you could recognize it as kind of like a detect magic kind of classes, but not quite. Perhaps it's just Oishin's vision. As something tries to form, and you see Oishin like raise his hand and start to like try to summon a bunch of light to wash over this scene, as he stands at this edge of a cavern, before it kind of just goes dark and scene starts to fade away. And a tired-looking Oishin kind of sits there, fidgeting with an orb before trying to, like, reach over and hand it to Mac.
Mac will take it and put it in his pocket. And Or his bag, more accurately. So this is your story, then?
That is the large bone creature that tried forming. Try to explain that to everyone. Where does the power come from? How'd you stop it? I've lived enough years to know that it doesn't always go well. I would rather be an outcast.
I don't have words, truthfully.
I'm not asking for any words. Just for you to be able to report should anything happen.
Well, thank you.
He'll give you a nod and go back to his seat. He looks tired.
Yeah, betrayal will do that to you.
Or magic. But yeah, either one.
Mac continues to nurse this rabbit stew he's been making.
Nobody's going to talk about how fucked up that is?
Yeah.
Nobody's going to mention how fucked up that is? Okay.
Yeah,
Mac
that was
lived
a
through
scary
it.
scene for the both of you. That is a new terrifying scene of an Underdark you've never seen before.
I was
where
talking about
lives,
Mac
baby.
eating rabbits.
Oh.
Technically,
also
I'm not
dark.
a rabbit, I'm a herringon, but whatever.
I'm with you. I'm just saying I couldn't eat something that had a tiny human face. I don't care if it's a pig. If it's got a little fucking human face on it.
I can't. Didn't do anything about that for a second.
Oh no, Dwayne had a joke that he couldn't say because it's on the podcast.
Oh. After podcast hours.
Oh, you're talking about fucking cops? Cops, little pigs with a human face.
No? Nope.
God.
That's pretty
But
funny, but nope.
Say it.
Yeah. You sit here in camp.
I think Balfour will go over and kind of sit next to Oi, and he'll put an arm around his shoulder. I think, and maybe even like holding him up a little bit, and like he'll do a lay on hands for a couple points just to kind of boost him. I feel like we're hoping he's going to make it to wherever one of these things are, and I'm afraid that if he doesn't get the boost, he won't. So that's where 2 of my points will go to him.
I'll give
Wherever
him
it's worth.
my 1 point of healing hands before I go to sleep. we all just pat her on the back. Hey, you're gonna be okay, buddy.
You're gonna make it. You're gonna make it because we said so.
He'll smile at you guys and be like, I appreciate it. Thank you. Sorry you had to see it. But that's what it looks like in the Underdark, if you go. In some places, anyway.
Pass.
Yes. Also pass. You don't have any lost items in the Underdark, do you?
Not that I'm aware of.
Fantastic.
And with that, we'll end the episode.
Hey, it's Kaylee Cuoco for Priceline. Ready to go to your happy place for a happy price? Well, why didn't you say so? Just download the Priceline app right now and save up to 60% on hotels. So whether it's Cousin Kevin's Kazoo concert in Kansas City, go Kevin, or Becky's Bachelorette Bash in Bermuda, you never have to miss a trip ever again. So download the Priceline app today. Your savings are waiting.
Go to your happy place for a happy price. Go to your happy price, Priceline.
As you guys go into rest that evening.
Honk shoe. Honk shoe.
Honk shoe.
We are still rocking with Dots RPG. We love them very much. We hope that you do too. They're a worthwhile organization. They make game accessories like braille dice and tactile terrain and whatnot for folks that are vision impaired, so that they can have as much fun playing this game as we do. And we're going to roll for them right now. It's $14 coming from us, Dots RPG, and their great work. We hope you'll join us in supporting them.
Cool. The pitch of the day is 5 words for me, and your crew, you'll know what to do. Come and join our Discord. We'll be waiting for you. Yeah, so good. That's it. That's it for me.
We will
get in there. Get in the Discord. We'll be there.
You'll get in the Discord and you'll find that I have been waiting there for you. And I'll say, yo!
And I'll say, hey.
What about our hopes, stars, and wishes?
That's a good one. I wish that Mac finds a way to forgive Oishin.
Sounds more like a hope to me.
I don't know the difference between wish and hope, honestly. If I hope for something, I wish for it too. So,
I mean, it could be whichever way you want to use it.
You got me there.
It's your interpretation.
I just don't want there to be me as Dwayne does not want there to be conflict between Mac and this god NPC, but he ain't really helping his case with Mac.
He just showed you exactly what happened and how he was not a bad guy, right?
I mean, not to Mac. It's different.
Fair enough. Respect. Hopes, stars, and wishes. I hope we're able to find an artifact, hopefully on our next day, so that Oishin can drink its delicious juice and not keel over in these woods. He can stop writing his will for a fucking second and eat a magic item.
And he's like using this magical orb. Bro, eat that instead.
Here's more magic of mine that you can see.
What about you, Devin?
Gosh, I hope that everyone realizes Balfour's not actually a coward, and that's got to change. I'm turning into big scaredy pants. Like, does not want to go to the under. I think we've always played characters where we're adventurers in the world, and so we're just not afraid of anything, and let's go fight it as soon as we see it. And I think I'm just trying to see it from
I think it's great, dude. Honestly, I think it's a good.
If we saw this thing,
because like Mac is like not scared of the dark, right? That's what he fucking lives in.
You thrive there.
Yeah. So I kind of like that, like opposition there.
Yeah,
I think it brings good balance.
It's a good time.
I'm doing something I've never done, and imagining if I was really going into these things as if like, I don't want to go to the Underdark.
You don't remember campaign 1? Okay.
Yeah.
So since we started this podcast in 2017, this is the first time you're like, I wonder what it would feel like if I was doing that.
Yeah, well, I mean, Devin is Devin, not Balfour. Forget Balfour. That guy's a loser. I'm talking about Devin. Devin does not want to go to the Underdark.
No, actually, it sounds like it sucks.
Yeah. Sounds real lame.
Abon, so when Mac shows us his apartment, we're going to be like, this is where you live?
I've got a hope that I will do well on the recaps for the beginning of episodes, because I'm kind of a ginge turn this season. So I'll be cutting down all the episodes into the little recap at the beginning, because I made a deal with my own fae of the household I do the recaps, and he spends more time putting in sound effect to the episodes. That is the bargain.
I love
the devil's bargain.
Yeah. It was a pretty good time.
Soon enough, you'll be editing the episodes.
Oh, God, no. I
Keep
can't.
It up.
And then you'll be composing all the music.
Oh, no, I have no skill for that. No, let's get going while it's good. Like we always say,
we love you.
We love you. Bye.
Bye.